Welcome, story lovers, to the shimmering peaks of the Crystal Kingdom, a land built entirely of magnificent, everlasting ice. Here lived two sisters, Elara, the thoughtful, steady queen, and Princess Anya, whose heart was as warm as her hands were cold. But Anya wasn't just royalty, she was a guardian of the kingdom's magic. With a joyful clap, she could conjure dancing snowflakes, create glittering ice sculptures, or even build soaring ice bridges. Her incredible magic kept the kingdom vibrant, beautiful, and safe. But one fateful day, a terrible cold, not of the natural kind, swept through the palace. A creeping shadow, born of fear and forgotten loneliness, slithered into Anya's room while she slept. It didn't steal her crown or her jewels. No, it stole something far more precious. It stole her power. Anya woke to find her hands numb and powerless. She tried to summon a simple snowflake, but nothing happened. The ice under her feet, which usually glowed with an inner light, looked dull and fragile. A cold panic, worse than any blizzard, filled her heart. Her sister, Queen Elara, rushed to comfort her, but the kingdom was already suffering. Without Anya's steady magic, the Crystal Kingdom began to crumble. The glittering walls cracked, and the protective barrier that encircled their borders weakened and flickered. Anya, Elara said, her voice heavy with worry, her breath fogging in the chilling air. The ancient texts speak of the crystal heart, hidden deep within the treacherous whispering peaks. Legend says that if anyone can reach it, the heart can restore magic that has been lost to shadow. It was a perilous journey, far beyond the safety of the kingdom walls. But Anya looked at her sister, at the fear in the eyes of her people, and she knew she had to go. She packed her warmest cloak and, with a silent prayer for strength, slipped out of the palace under the cover of twilight. But she wasn't truly alone. Trotting right beside her was Krystal, her magnificent, intelligent snow fox, whose silver fur blended perfectly with the frozen landscape. Krystal was more than a pet. She was Anya's true and steadfast friend. Their journey began across vast plains of solid ice, where howling winds tried to push them back with every step. Anya, who was so used to making her own path with magic, now had to rely on her own feet and Krystal's keen senses. She felt vulnerable, a deep frustration growing inside her that she can simply conjure a warm fire or build a shelter against the biting cold. They faced many dangers. Together, they had to cross vast, bottomless crevices that scarred the landscape. Krystal used her sharp claws to test the unstable ice, her body low to the ground, guiding Anya's step by careful step across fragile snow bridges. When a terrible blizzard trapped them in a narrow pass, visibility dropping to zero, Anya didn't despair. She used her intelligence, remembering how the palace architects built shelters to withstand the fiercest storms. Together, she and Krystal dug a safe snow cave, huddling together for warmth. It was then she realized that courage wasn't just about making things happen with magic. It was about moving forward, step by step, even when she was terrified. As they climbed higher into the peaks, the shadow that had stolen her powers began to manifest in the world around them. It was a cold, swirling entity, always just out of sight, whispering doubts into Anya's mind. "You are weak without your magic," it hissed on the wind. "You are nothing. Go back before you fail everyone." One day, while traversing a slippery, narrow ridge, the shadow appeared in its full, terrifying form. It was a dark and vast entity, blocking their path to the final cave where the crystal heart waited. It wasn't attacking with physical force, but with something far more dangerous, despair. It wove illusions into the air visions of the Crystal Kingdom, completely destroyed, its tower shattered, and of her sister Elara looking at her, not with love, but with deep disappointment in her failure. Anya stumbled, falling to her knees, the heavy weight of hopelessness crushing her spirit. "I can't do this, Krystal," she whispered, tears freezing on her cheeks the moment they fell. "I have no magic left. It was right. I'm nothing." Krystal nudged her hand firmly, emitting a low, encouraging whine that cut through the shadow's taunts. Anya looked into Krystal's loyal, glowing blue eyes. In them, she saw not a reflection of her failure, but a reflection of her own strength, a strength she had forgotten she possessed. She wasn't alone. Her true power wasn't in the ice she could summon, but in the love she shared and an unwavering determination burning in her heart. "No," Anya declared, pushing herself to her feet, her voice ringing with newfound conviction. She pulled her cloak tight around her shoulders, facing the swirling darkness. "My power might be gone, but my will is not. You stole my ice, but you can't steal my courage or my love for my sister." As Anya spoke, her words didn't just fade into the wind. They resonated with a power the shadow could not comprehend. A warm, golden light erupted from Anya's chest, not the cold, blue light of her magic, but the pure, fierce glow of her own inner bravery. This light was everything the cold shadow was not: warm, alive, and unyielding. The shadow screamed, not in anger, but in pain, realizing that it couldn't consume this inner warmth. It had no power over a heart that refused to be broken. The shadow recoiled, shrinking and dissipating under the force of her courage until only a harmless wisp of fog remained, which soon vanished into the cool air. The path was clear. With a deep breath, Anya and Krystal walked into the cave, where the legendary crystal heart pulsed with an ancient, shimmering light, bathing the cavern in a soft, welcoming glow. As Anya reached out, she realized something profound. The crystal heart didn't get power, it recognized it. The moment her hand touched the crystal's smooth surface, the golden warmth she had summoned from within herself flowed outward, merging with the crystal's power, and then surged back into her. Her hands tingled with a familiar sensation. She lifted her palm, and a perfect, 8-pointed snowflake danced in the air, more intricate and brilliant than any she had ever created before. Her powers were restored, stronger and brighter than ever, now fueled by true courage, not just by magical inheritance. A brilliant beam of light shot from the crystal heart, streaming back toward the distant crystal kingdom, sealing the cracks in the ice and banishing the encroaching cold for good. Anya rushed back, her heart soaring, with Krystal bounding joyfully ahead. And Lara met her at the gates, tears of relief and pride streaming down her face. The sisters hugged fiercely as the kingdom round them sparkled brighter than ever before. In that moment, Anya understood. The shadow hadn't truly stolen her power. It had forced her to find the real source of it all along: her own brave, warm heart. The frozen princess had proven that even without magic, true courage and the love of a sister can save the world. Thank you so much for joining us on this magical adventure. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next fairy tale. Until next time, stay brave.